conceive, believe, achieve. Shut the f*** up.
This is Believe You Me on the Gas Digital Network.
Big news today. Big news today. Conor McGregor retired from mixed martial arts. Quick notice, everybody. Just want to let everybody know I'm retired from mixed martial arts. I know you're itching to speak, Lewis, and I know Harrington probably has something to say also. What do you make of this? Sad day.
I don't really. I mean, how many times has Conor retired? Haven't I seen Conor tweet that he's retired 2 or 3 times at least?
Thanks for the cheddar, I believe, was one of the tweets.
Yeah. Harrington?
Yeah, that was after the UFC canceled him main eventing UFC 200. He said, you know, thanks for the cheese, I'm out. And that was it. And then he came back like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, I mean, I think he gets bored. I mean, and there's so much, when you're Conor McGregor and you tweet something, you get so much attention for it. I understand why you go, you know what? Fuck it, dude. Let me make some waves today. I don't buy anything. I don't believe anything Conor McGregor says. And to be honest with you, I don't believe anything Dana White says. Both of them just kind of just say shit. And I don't take it with a grain of salt. Neither of them, you cannot believe anything they say. They have ulterior motives. I'm fans of both. But the reality is, like, I mean, come on. Do we really think Conor McGregor is retiring from competition now?
No, I don't either. And that's what I'm saying. I'm only messing around when I say I'm out of retirement. I was in the gym earlier. In fact, I was walking to the gym and some guy, some MMA fan was like, hey, what's up, Bisping? I'm like, he said, you hear the news about Conor? I'm like, no, I haven't done the rounds on social media this morning. He said he retired. I'm like, come on, what? So I got to the gym and obviously, you know, totally crushing it in the gym. I did my cardio. I'm doing my chest and trap day in between setting records in bench press. I won't talk about the numbers. It's too intimidating. But in between those, I was taking a little rest. And I did look at Twitter. And sure enough, there's Conor. Says he's retired. I mean, who knows? Could he retire? 100%. Has he got the money to do that and sit on his ass and do nothing? Yeah. Is it likely? Not in the slightest. I don't think he is. I mean, I think he has the fire burning inside him. He wants to come back and show the world that he could possibly get his belt back. I think he certainly wants to try. And certainly the allure of those massive paydays, which he does get, is tempting enough for anybody. But he's also got the whiskey stuff, and he's got some other stuff, the McGregor fast and all that shit. So he's got lots going on. But here's what I think it is. Here's my theory for what it's worth in between setting records on bench press and shrugs.
Your shrug record?
My shrug record's insane, bro. Like, there were some big meatheads in there that were clearly on a lot of pharmaceutical enhancements, and they were looking at me with their jaws on the floor. They're like, Jesus Christ, is there anything that this man can't do? And I think it's a case of they negotiated the next fight. They want a lot of money. They want an unreasonable amount of money, which, you know, the last fight was the record-setting pay-per-view, so they probably said they want record-breaking money.
Well, he wants a piece of the company, apparently, right? He said he won't fight unless he gets a... go ahead, Arrington.
He won't fight on the co-main unless he gets a piece of the company.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I guess they tried to give him the co-main event against Cowboy, and he was offended by that, which, I don't know, kind of rightfully so. I couldn't imagine Conor McGregor not main eventing. It's a little bit of a weird, like... It's easy to say he's being a baby, but there's other shit that goes on there. It's like he knows why people are tuning in for that pay-per-view.
No, 100%, but I just had an interesting thought here, and I'm not trying to knock Conor at all, so if it comes across that way, don't get it twisted. But remember Brendan Sharp, when it came out, Brendan Sharp said somebody needs to piss in Dana's mouth for suggesting that Conor not be the main event. I think that might be the UFC trying to do Conor a favor. Because typically in 5-round fights, if it goes the distance, he starts fading. But 3 rounds, he'd definitely be good for. So maybe, you know, because I think the UFC want Conor to win fights. They want Conor to be the champion. Not because they're doing him, because it's good for them. It's good for business. And it totally makes sense. If it was my company, I'd want the biggest fucking draw, winning fights and being the champion. Yeah. So maybe that's what they were trying to, you know, but they couldn't say that to him. Well, Conor, you gas after 4 and 5. You know, so they were just doing that to try and like subtly help him out.
Especially against Cerrone, where Cerrone's got great cardio. You know, that would be, that's actually Cerrone's out, is, you know, bring Conor into the later rounds and hope and take over at that point. Yeah. So yeah, I think you're probably right about that.
So what's probably going on is he's probably asked for a lot of money, which he deserves, you know, because he is the biggest draw the company's ever seen. And they've said no. They've said, you're out of your goddamn mind. And by the way, once again, this is pure speculation. I haven't spoken to his manager or anything like that. But they've said no. And he said, okay, all right, well, 2 can play that game. I'm retired. There you go. Boom. And then we'll see who breaks first. Now, of course, Brett Okamoto from ESPN has had a statement off Dana. Now, either I'm just a conspiracy theorist out of my mind, or I'm a genius and I've guessed it correctly. Maybe Dana is like, yeah, because in his statement to Brett Okamoto, he was like, yeah, good for him. If he's retired, I wish him the best. Or maybe that's just Dana calling his bluff and saying, yeah, I know what's going on. I know he wants more money. We won't give it to him. So therefore he's retired and I'm playing it along. And I'm saying, yeah, good for you, Conor. Enjoy your retirement. Or I'm out of my goddamn mind and I'm joining Eddie Bravo as a flat earther. One or the other.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Look, here's the reality. If I'm Dana White, I think Dana White is a very smart businessman. And if you step back from it, if Conor McGregor got hit by a bus tomorrow, which could happen, that could happen to anybody. You could just die. You can get fucking something could fall out of the sky. A brick could hit you in the head, right?
We've all been hit by a bus here and there.
It happens, okay? But you know what? Some people hit back. That's the fighter spirit.
Tell me the last time you know somebody that got hit by a bus.
Bus. I know.
It's not that frequent. In fact, I can't think of anybody. In fact, no, I do know a guy in Clitheroe. When he was a kid, he didn't get hit by the bus. He got hit by the wing mirror.
Yes, that happens a lot, by the way.
He did. He got clipped by that, and it's been a bit simple ever since. God bless him. But I think they did get paid out.
That's what happened to Tim Sylvia. He's so fucking tall. He just keeps on getting hit by bus.
Sounds like being a lanky albatross.
The point is, though, the UFC would not only survive, but they would thrive. It doesn't really matter. The UFC, and it seems like they're sort of reminding themselves that they are a major, major commodity. The UFC, in my opinion, is the most important part of all of it. They've developed a real brand there, and I've said this before, they made Conor McGregor what he is today. It's a dance, but the UFC led that dance. And if he never made it to the UFC, Conor McGregor would not be a household name. He would not be, they sort of created that monster, and they'll create the next monster. If Conor retires, it doesn't matter. The company, if you look at it, if you look at the trajectory, the profitability, it's all going up. It's a really, really smart company, and they're a really great brand, and they know that they can't really depend on any one fighter, and they've built a really smart company for a long time. So I like the fact that they're not letting Conor dictate everything, which it seemed like they were just sort of letting everything be the Conor show for a while.
Well, they can't. They can't do that because then that sets a precedent with other fighters. Any fighters that do start to build a following and this and that, they'll try the same behavior. And you're right, the UFC is just going from power to power. I saw an interview last week. Dana was saying the ESPN deal was 5 years. They've actually just re-upped it to 7 years. And of course, ESPN are handling all the pay-per-view now as well. So
yeah, we didn't talk about
just going from strength. Yeah, no, we didn't. We haven't been doing many shows lately. And again, my apologies to the regular listeners, but we are gonna play catch up. And
we did get some shit. Some people on Twitter were like, "Oh, you guys aren't really sticking to that 2-show format." If I had to check, I think we have only missed 1 week. In the past 3 or 4 months, there's only been 1 week that we did one show. We've done 2 shows a week for months now. I mean, and we never guaranteed 2 shows a week. We said we do 1 show a week and we try to always do an extra one. It just happens to be that. So I don't want people to get upset because we sort of set the expectation. Guys, we really love doing the show. We try to give it to you guys. There's no part of us that ever goes, fuck it, we're just not going to do it today. If we don't do the show, it's because things happened.
If they knew how many times I'd run up and down the fucking stairs, speak to the hotel staff in here. I had some Lithuanian tech guy in my room before. I thought he was going to murder me. He was very aggressive with the Wi-Fi. He's like, no, the Wi-Fi is correct. It says here, very good. If it was bad, it'd be red, but this is green. Okay, so Wi-Fi is good. Your computer is shit. Okay? I'm like, can you just put me onto the staff Wi-Fi? Because I think that's, but no staff Wi-Fi. Fuck you. I'm like, whoa, relax, bro. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. He's like, this Wi-Fi is my Wi-Fi. In Lithuania, we kill you for shit Wi-Fi comment. I'm like, all right, relax to me. What the fuck is going on?